Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play, welcome to Let's Play, a new game. And this game is Doodle God, and it's a flash game. But, the reason I'm playing this is because a while ago I had a failed recording. And the failed recording was of a game that, in fact, I'm not going to show that recording because that recording was really awful. I kind of did not get anything done, but it was of Block Dude, and I'm wondering if y'all want to see that anyways, because it was only to level 8 of 14 of the levels, and it was failed. So anyways, we're going to try this game now. In the beginning, there was only Doodle God. Doodle God created the 4 basic elements. From Earth, Doodle God created the planets. From water, seas and oceans were created. From fire were created volcanoes and other stuff. From air, you know. And my dog's down there in the floor, as in last recording. But the world was still vast and deserted. And then Doodle God was struck with a bright idea. What if I combine the basic elements to create new ones? And Doodle God began creating new elements. Many of these are actually in this game. All of them, I do believe. That's not part of the speech, by the way. Wow, there is so much to combine, so much to create, Doodle God said. Spoilers for later, every single picture it comes across. So, the goal is 115 elements. Right now you have these 4. And don't click that yet, because if you combined fire and water, I think you get steam. There we go. No, it's alcohol. So, anyways, alcohol. Wait, let me show you that again, because this is the senior quote that I think I'm going to use. And this one is... Nope. Where's it at? I want to show you all the senior quote I'm going to use. And they have many quotes for these. Well, anyways, it's there are 2 European pastimes, alcohol and Christianity. And that is one of which I want to use for my senior quote, because I think that's actually quite brilliant. But anyways, we're going to combine water and earth to create swamp, I think. I really should closer to the computer, as I am going to do as I bring closer to the computer my mouse and stuff. So yeah, we got a swamp, and we're gonna continue on. And right now all we have is air, but if we combine it with earth, I think we will get dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Okay, so I think fire and earth. Okay, and that creates lava. We're basically creating basic elements right now. And water and air, I think, creates one. Steam. And then from this, I think if we combine steam with... I think it's steam with swamp. No. I think it's... Then it must be steam with earth. No. Okay, let me use the light bulb. This thing is basically a hint system. And lava and water, I think it is, creates stone and steam. So the previous one we did was completely unnecessary. But now, stone and water create sand. And I think if we use air and sand, I think... No? I know there's one way to create energy. There's got to be at least one way to create energy. Air and fire, I think. Yep, there we go. This is energy. Over half of the things you're going to be creating in this game, you use energy in some basic form to make. So, first things first is if we create right here. We mix water and sand, I do believe. No, was it swamp and sand? We create clay. And now we need life. I don't know how to create life yet, but I think it has something to do with energy and earth, I think. Energy and no. Well, energy and air, I think, creates storm. Yes, it does. So as I said before, the whole point of this game is to basically create every element possible. And every cloud engenders not a storm by William Shakespeare. And also something interesting in this, my dog is barking, so hopefully we can just live through that. But something cool about this is basically that everything you can create, let's go here, alcohol and water creates vodka, and vodka connects people according to vodka. I didn't know vodka could talk. I will be back in just 1 second. Okay, welcome back. My dog was barking, you might have been able to hear, and I had to go shut it up. But anyways, right now we're going to combine energy, I think, something like vodka. No, energy and swamp, I think. Life. There we go. And with life and clay, we can create a golem. And with a golem, I think if you combine life with a golem, where's it at? Here we go. Life and a golem, I think. You create humanity. And God knew he screwed up whenever he created humanity, because look at it. But either way, the most funniest one yet, combine human with human. That's weird. I guess I need 2 humans. Combine these two and you get sex. Yes, that is right. They have sex in a Flash game. Who knew? Love is the same as like, except for you feel sexier. Judith versed. I don't know. But anyways, with humanity, we can create energy with human, and we can get a wizard. And with a wizard, that's weird. I guess I need to combine energy with wizard again. If we combine energy with wizard again, we get a demigod. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that if you use demigod on human, no. What is it? Golem with a human? I'm not sure. Let's push this light bulb. That's the whole point of it being here. Let's combine life with the sand. What? Life with the sand. And you get seeds. And I do know that seeds combined with the earth create a tree. Wrong one. This one. Seeds combined with the earth give you a tree. And then, oh, this quote here. A tree that affords the shade doth not order it to be cut down. Okay, that's interesting. So, a tree in life will give you a weird mutant treant. Did you hear about the lazy treant? It just wouldn't work. I don't know who created that, but that's kind of a hilarious quote. And let's see what I can create now. I know human and stone gives you a house, I think. Yes, a hut. So, ask about thy neighbor, then buy the house. So now we have a hut. And I think if we put the hut on earth or something, I know that humanity with clay creates something. And I can't believe I forgot about one of these. Actually, I should have known about this all along. It's humanity along with vodka. And you get an alcoholic. 2 great European narcotics, alcohol and Christianity. Friedrich Nietzsche. That's the one I want to use for my senior quote. Do not know why, but it just looks so funny. So, human and a wizard. I mean, I guess that you get nothing from an alcoholic. Guess that's what you're trying to portray, game. I don't know. But now we want to catch the human on fire, and you will get a corpse. When you combined a corpse with life, I think. Yeah, it makes sense. Corpse and life give you a zombie. And whenever you combine a human with a zombie, you get 2 zombies, or I think some blood. I'm not sure. What? Is it the alcoholic? I could have swore. Okay, there we go. Zombie and corpse is ghoul. So, I don't know what to do anymore. I know that if you give life, what is it? If you put the seeds in the air, you will get a bird. I know that much. Seeds with... I could have swore that if I put... Is it life in air? Oh, and you need an egg. In order to get an egg, let me check what I have to do. Okay. So if you combine fire with clay, you get bricks. I forgot all about this one, and to be honest, it's very important, I think. Oh, what's going on? No, no, no. I was in the game. I was in the game. I did not push that. I did not push that at all. Oh, come on. You're interrupting my game playing time. That's not fair. Okay, here we go. I'm back to the game. Sorry for the mild inconvenience. So, swamp and seed, I think. No, it's swamp and energy. And you will get... No, wait, no, we already got that. It's swamp and life. With swamp and life, you get bacterium. And this starts a whole chain of things, including if you use bacterium and I think it's swamp again. You can get a worm and sulfur. And I don't know. The earlier word gets the worm. The earlier worm gets the worm. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's continue on now. I think if we combine fire with a tree, I think, then you get ash, and coal. That's good. So, now we want to combine ash with humanity, I think. I'm just going from what makes sense. I don't actually know what to do. But now I'm thinking that we should probably create a snake. So, we need to go... Is it water and bacterium? I think it might be. Water and bacteria, and you get plankton. Then I think if we combine bacterium with the earth, we might get a worm. We already have a worm. What am I talking about? You get a beetle if you do that. So a beetle is apparently still bacteria. I don't know what's with that. But if you combined a worm with sand, you get a actual snake. And this is where we start getting into the actual things we can do. So a snake combined with fire, I think, creates... What? I could have swore that did something, but whatever. So a snake combining that with human, I think. No. That's weird, because I could have swore that would work. But we're about out of time, guys. So, if you liked the video... no, I'm just kidding. We are about out of time, however. So, we'll do one more hint, and then we'll continue on. Giving life to the air, I don't know. Life to ash gives us a ghost. So there we go. That's the last thing we really need to do. And if we give life to a ghost, I do believe. No, energy to a ghost? Sex to a ghost? I don't know. Okay, well, anyways, that's about all the time we have for this part. So, if you liked the video, I guess, good. Keep on watching this series, I guess. But, this has been Skitty Lover 33, as always, signing out. Goodbye, guys.